DJ.
All right, you're rocking with me, the one and only DJ J Erica. It's the DJ J Erica podcast, and today I have a special guest in the building. It's a new artist. His name is Maui Arn, and he is from Long Island. How are you?
Here, I'm good. I'm Maui Arn. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I mean, as good as you can be during Corona, but shoot, I'm pretty good right now. Pretty much. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I see that your people reached out to me. You have a new project that you're promoting, called "Don't Sleep on Me." Tell me about that project.
Don't sleep on me. I like this project a lot because I really feel like I'm pouring out everything that I need, that everybody usually just goes through, or just all my emotions and just everything that I'm going through, and I gave it my full all in different ways, in different songs, different things that I went through, and that's just how it is. Like, it's from sad to lit to turned up to focused to dedicated to whatever energy, whatever vibe you need. It's on the project.
So tell me about yourself as an artist. Are you overall a hip hop artist or also a producer?
I'm actually a recording artist. I like to leave it alone as recording artist sometimes because of the fact that it could be R&B, it could be any type of genre. I'm like genreless when it comes to that effect. So I do mostly rap, but I can do also other things as well.
Okay, so I like that. So you like to explore different sounds and you don't
Yeah,
discriminate. So we could get a little bit of hip hop, but we'll get some R&B, and we can get some dance hall, some reggae with
yeah. For
you.
Afro beats, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Do you have a lot of producers like for this project? How many producers have you worked with for the project?
That's a great question, actually. I think like six or five different producers. I've had one made three beats and one just made one beat. So it's I think about five producers on this one.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what is your creative process? Like how do you get your creative juices flowing when it comes to making music?
Usually how I would do it is it depends on the vibe, like how I'm feeling at the present moment in life. Maybe I'm upset, maybe I'm feeling lit or whatever the case may be is, and then when a beat's thrown on, I just express how I feel to that beat, or usually about what's happening that day or in that time frame. I just take a L type and just feel the beat, feel the vibes, feel the melodies, feel everything, every instrument, and then I go off.
So, I listened to your project. I really like your project, and what I want to do is just highlight a couple of songs that stood out for me. I really like the record "No Good Deed." That's a bumper right there. I
Appreciate.
also like the single "Warning." That's a real smooth beat. That gave me the R&B feel when I first
Yeah.
heard it. Tell me about "No Good Deed" to start with. Like, what was the whole trajectory behind that, and who was the producer of that?
The producer behind No Good Deed, I'm gonna start with that. His name is Sensei. I found him through YouTube. How No Good Deed came about is just like, um, pretty much like we go to like me and my friends, like we go to the club, we go like we party, we like to pop out, we like to do a lot of things, and we see like there's a lot of like individuals that like to do the same type of things too, and it's just that a lot of things happen in the night times, whether it's everybody wants to like be lit and they just do whatever they want to be lit. Like, that's a pretty vague explanation. The song kind of explains it. The song kind of explains it, so it's like yeah. That's the best I could give you with that one right now.
Warning. Tell me about Warning, because it starts off as a smooth beat, and then it gets like a little bit more bumpy, like bump bump, like it.
Yeah.
That's a beat right there. Tell me about that single.
Warning. Okay, now definitely with Warning. That's actually made produced by my bro, O the Pro. With Warning, I've just seen so much in relationships. I used to be one of the guys that's that just like believes like cold heartedly in like monogamous relationships and being with that one individual and this, that, and the third. And then, trials and tribulations and just seeing certain things, you decide maybe that's not what you want. That's not what you for. So I don't want to stir somebody else on who believes that way. So I don't, like from the get go, like I'm gonna tell you what it is from the get go. So you're not thinking nothing else. And then that's what the song warning's for, because I want you to know what you're dealing with before you get into some other thing and then we at war with each other.
So just trying to make it like clear exactly where you stand with a person
Clear, exactly.
in
Yeah.
a situation.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like that. So this is 11 tracks, man. That's a lot of music, especially in this day and age. You know, most people they put out their EP or they put out one song or a single. It's really a EP, one track type of mind thing going on in the music industry.
Yeah.
So, what made you say, you know what, I'm going full throttle. I'm put on a full album.
What made me do this is I think it was in November. I actually spent like 3 weeks and I made probably 9 of the songs in the album. And because of the fact that I did it in such a short time, they all kind of like how they sound. They kind of play off each other. The certain ones that I made in that time frame, they kind of play off each other. And because of the fact that the album is called "Don't Sleep on Me," and I'm really like I really poured it all in each topic of the album, every song. So I felt like this is why this should all be on the same project. Like it should all come together, and somebody will really like this, or multiple people will like it, or they'll like 1 or 2 songs. No matter what, this is me. So don't sleep on me.
Okay, I'm feeling that. And then, when you start with the project starting up, you come out with that bumper, Slave, and it's a good way to start a project. Tell me about that. That title record right there.
Slaves. I used to work at a lot of jobs, like a whole lot of jobs, working like going hard, doing all I could do to like get to like like a better goal or a higher position and stuff like that. And just in that time frame, I've come to see that no matter how hard you work, sometimes, and just if you're in the wrong like place or the wrong position, you'll be working that hard forever. Especially if the right people don't see that you're working this hard, don't are not appreciative of that. So it showed me that literally that there's other ways, there's other places you could put your mind to other use in different ways to literally get what you want. You don't have to believe that this one path is exactly what you have to do to get wherever you want to go. And for me, it wasn't like I was working at the post office. To me, that wasn't that at all. Like I wanted to spread my wings and other things with doing music as well. And and yeah, and the trap as well. So, but yeah, that's how it go. That's the leaves.
So tell me about your upbringing in Long Island. I know that you're from Long Island. Tell me about the music scene. Like, how did you really like step your foot into the game?
Well, first things first was when I grew up was I used to listen to a lot of music. I used to travel a lot and listen to a lot of music when I was growing up. And it wasn't until high school that my bro, older pro, he started making beats. And then that's when he was like, yo, we gotta rap some of his beats because his beats is fire, but he can get no rapper. So it was like me and my friends started rapping. All of us start was completely different. Then it came to a point where now I'm better than you. Now you better, I'm better, I'm way better than you. So it was like, all right, now we got the competition going. So then that just between that era of that and my previous era of just listening to music, which was like a lot of R&B, came together, and that's how all of this got started.
So it's like a full team. So how many of it is you? Are you guys like one is a producer, other one a rapper? Like are you like a full like a label team or all
It's
together or?
we're not like a together like a we're like a more of an ASAP type of situation if that's the case. Like everyone's doing their own thing,
Mhm.
but still kind of together in a sense.
In the loop, still in the
Yeah,
loop.
yeah, pretty much. It's 4 rappers and 2 producers.
Oh, okay. So that's quite the team right there.
Yeah.
So do y'all have like a I don't know, a collaborative album that might come out with all of you together?
We dropped one I think like 4 or 5 or 6 years ago. I really can't. I think like 6 years ago to be honest. It was very long ago when I was first starting up. Yeah, we dropped the one called Tidal Wave, and we're actually working on the second part of that now. With all
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of time available with being in quarantine and everything else. So
absolutely, yeah, for a fact.
speaking of quarantine, how has quarantine been treating you? What you been up to?
Shoo, I mean, I stayed in the crib the first month. I'm not gonna lie, that was tough. Like that was not easy. Like so, I stayed in the crib the first month, and then second one, I go outside for here and there. This, then the third, might get a drink. But I mean, it's been cool though. I can't complain. I've just been minding my own business, staying to myself. What's it called? Purelling it up, mask on, I'm Gucci, gloves on, I'm straight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm basically the same thing here, being in quarantine. But the good thing is you get a lot of things done that you wouldn't been able to, with like your
Facts.
regular life. You can stop and get yourself organized, get things organized, make more music, get inspired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for a fact. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, only thing is, I like to experience a lot of things. I like to go out and see new things and this and the third. And it's kind of keeping me in like a little bubble. So
Right.
and it kind of affects music sometimes too. But it is what it is. I make it do.
That's how you got to be. Yeah, make it do. Yeah, yeah, I agree.
That's how.
So, I want to know, like, okay, we're listening to you, but what
Yeah.
do you listen to? What artists do you listen to?
I like a lot of different music, but right now, it's funny because I was doing a playlist last night. It's I like a lot of down south. Like I like Thug. I like the what's it called? I like Baby, both Lil Baby and the Baby. I bump a lot of what's it called? Well, Toronto stuff too. I like Drake. 88 glam. I like melodic like songs and songs with flows and stuff like that. I like what's it called from time to time. I definitely bump my Dave East and all my lyricists like in depth lyricists, but I really like a lot of flows and melodic stuff because of the fact that I feel like melodies is so universal. Like you don't have to know the words in every language, but you once you know that melody,
Hmm.
like you can hum it. It'll take you off. Like it'll take you further. It's a vibe. So that's why I listen to like a lot of down south stuff. Yeah, like Future and shit.
Okay, okay. And if you had to select like your top five, I know we're talking about playlists, but who is your top five artists? Just in general,
Of like all time or just in general?
all time.
All time. Alright, so it would be Biggie, it would be Drake. Not no order. It'll be Biggie, it'll be Drake. It would be damn.
It's tough, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know people will definitely say Pac, but yeah, that's not really like he like I didn't really bump too much Pac when I was coming up. So I'll say Biggie, Drake, um damn. I
Two
guess
more, two more. You got three. We're on
that's
two. You
actually
got three
two.
more.
All right,
Yeah, we
so
three.
Biggie, Drake, I give it to um this is a really good question. All right, so don't hold me to this, but I'm gonna say Biggie, Drake. I'm gonna say Snoop, and I will say I know I'm missing someone pivotal. I'll say Jay-Z, and
That's four. We got one more. You got one more.
this is crazy. Um, I'll give it to 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 Future.
Okay, so Future. Those are
Yeah,
your top five.
yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, so that was all hip hop. What is your? Because since you do everything, give me top five when it comes to like the soul music, the R&B genre. Who would you say?
R&B. All right, so that's a good one. I'm all right. So before we get into this, I'm keeping it stack. When I say like when we do this, let's keep like whatever they did. Like you feel me? Like just separate, just straight on talent and music because I think I said that for a reason. All right,
Okay.
here's the reason. In the top five of R&B, R. Kelly, like 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 on a music tip, forget like you feel me?
Right.
Like I damn. But all right, so that person, definitely Chris Brown, definitely Mike Jack, um, The Dream, and I would say Neo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a solid list. That's a solid list. Now, have you been watching Versus? Have you watched that
No, the verses
on IG?
I have not been watching. And you know what's crazy? Sorry for cutting you off, but you know what's crazy? I didn't say any females in that, and I feel like I'm bugging. I'm slipping up because
We just had Erica Badu go against Jill
Jill
Scott last
Scott.
week.
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't see the verses. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm slipping. Like I'm definitely slipping right now. I really got to go do my homework. But yeah, I haven't seen the verses, but yeah, what's it called? I heard Jill Scott didn't play Golden.
Yeah. She played Long Walk. I don't think she played Golden, but I seen the whole thing basically. So no, I don't recall her playing Golden. I don't think she did. But yeah, it was definitely a show you totally missed, man. You got to get in it because you missed
Yeah,
Babyface and Teddy Riley. That was
yup,
crazy.
I missed
That was
them.
hilarious though because they had to do that twice.
I heard the mic went out or something, right? Or
Yeah, it was like Teddy was just doing a lot. You know, it's like watching your two uncles, like old schoolers. They're not used to like technology, but it wasn't Babyface's fault. You know, you're supposed to just
yeah,
like sit down at a computer and turn on the music that you produce. But like Teddy Riley, like set it up as if he was doing a concert in his house, and it basically just like it was a terrible echo, and the audio was awful.
dang,
So after like 2 hours of like malfunction, Babyface just was like, "I'm gonna call it and let's reschedule this whole thing." You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah. It changed the- Shoot,
it was
at least they got it
definitely
right the
funny.
second time. I ain't see who won, but I heard it was great. I just missed it out. I missed out on it.
I wouldn't even say it's like a winner in these things. It's just celebrating these legends. You know what I mean? While they're still here, you know, because it's like, I mean, I mean, Babyface catalog's crazy. Teddy Riley's catalog is crazy. You know, and you done produced for Michael Jackson several, you know, for his albums, and then you got people that Babyface done produced for Bobby Brown and Teddy Riley both produced for Bobby Brown. There's so many different artists that they produced for. It's just
Yeah,
like, you know, it's hard to really choose. But Teddy Riley said that his catalog is smaller than Babyface, and he has a broader spectrum. Babyface has a broader spectrum. So I mean, if you're going off of that, I guess maybe experience wise, but I feel like the versus thing is more so just a celebration, you know?
yeah. Okay, I see it from that perspective too. Okay, definitely. I was reading what's it called? I think the next verses or one of the verses is gonna be Nelly and Ludacris coming up.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I seen the list. I was looking at both of them. It was tough to choose if it was actually a competition because they both have music that I forgot about. I was like, whoa, like I forgot this song. So
yeah, they had hits. Yeah, they did. They just like I don't know. They just disappeared. I
yeah,
don't know.
I don't know, but definitely had hits. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that for a
definitely.
fact.
If you had to pick anybody from Versus to go against each other, or you know, celebrity wise for Versus, it has to be the same genre, right?
Oh,
Who
okay.
would you pick to go against each other?
I had this conversation the other day. I would choose same genre, Chris Brown and Usher.
You said who?
Chris Brown and Usher.
Chris Brown and Usher. That would be a good battle. That would be good. That would
Um,
be definitely
yeah,
good. Very different catalogs, but very both like
yeah.
talented.
The R
Yeah.
just the R&B element, even though it's completely two different eras in a sense, it's just Usher's people sleep on Usher's tenure in this game. Like he's been
Yeah, they
around
do.
a long time. I think if I could remove one of the people from my top five, I'm putting Usher in there. But yeah, yeah, I think that would be really good.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Usher is overlooked. I mean, you know, when Confessions came out, he was like the first artist since Michael Jackson to have like a album go diamond and break, you know, 10 million records sold for like the last decade, you know,
Yeah,
which is something like it's so honorable. And often people just like they forget about that. And I feel like, you know, I feel like Usher definitely deserves to get his props, you know, while he's here or whatever. So I mean, if I was to see it, I would like to see Chris Brown and Usher go against each other, you know, and see, you know, how I mean it'll just be a big ass party to be honest with you know.
it'd be crazy for a fact.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be crazy. And so, you know, just to get to know you further, um, what else do you do? Are you just an artist creating music, or do you have like any additional brands or anything you're endorsing right now?
Um, as of right now, I'm just more creating my music, and that's what I'm really kind of focused on. Other than that, I'm more like of a business savvy person when it comes to just like stocks and real estate and stuff like that, and just trying to invest into things and that's going to take me further or get a future bankroll. So that's literally like where my head is at as far as owning businesses, owning lands, and stuff like that. Pretty much a lot of things that Nipsey was talking about, but um. That's pretty much it. Like the music to me is just like it's like therapy. It's just like I can get off what I need to get off on my head. That's how songs like No Good Deed came out, Warning, A Letter To, a bunch of those songs, because it's really just me talking about shit, like shit I'm going through, stuff I'm going through, things I'm seeing, and just whatever's on my head, whatever's on my chest, my mind, slaves, same thing. So that's pretty much all I'm just doing, just focusing on investing and generational wealth and stuff like that. And I'm doing music as well.
Yes, I like to hear that because it's, it's important, entrepreneurship, and growth, especially being part of the Black community, just growing wealth and working within ourselves. You know what I mean? We have like $1 trillion buying power, so we got to
Exactly.
invest into it.
So much information that's just like I wish more people knew, and it's like it's not really fair that some do and some don't. It's a whole nother like talk like thing, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And it's just like we have so much like instead of like buying all these jewelries and these and designer and this and the third, you could put that money into making more money, but we're not told this like at all. Like not
hmm
everyone's told this. Some are, some aren't, and that's what it is, and that's the reality of it.
Yeah, it's an investment. Yeah, and that's how it is. Just got some people just need to learn about investments and being smart with your money. That's
Yeah,
really important.
facts.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Now, for everybody that's out there, they're new, they're listening. For everybody that's listening right now on the DJ Jericho podcast, of course, you're watching this video on YouTube. But if you are out driving in your car and you can't watch the video, you can download this podcast right now on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify. We're on iHeart, TuneIn. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And for the new listeners right now, you can also check out everything that we're doing when it comes to media on YouTube. I am DJ Jerica if you're listening on the audio. So, we're networking back and forth. You tell me exactly what your handle and information is.
My name is Maui Arn. You can find me everywhere on Instagram, Twitter, on all social medias at MAUIARN. Once again, that's MAUIARN. I just dropped Don't Sleep on Me. Definitely check it out. It's on all platforms, Spotify, Deezer, Apple, iTunes, everywhere. It's definitely lit. Has so many hits. You can check me on YouTube as well. I got 2 videos out right now, Dom Perignon and Feelings Attached. More coming soon, and of course they're gonna be fire because that's what I like to bring. So that's me right there in a nutshell. You heard?
Word, I'm feeling it. So I appreciate you coming to the show. You know what I'm saying? Definitely
No
gonna keep
matter.
supporting the record. Make sure you guys check out his brand new project, his new album. He's putting in a lot of work. And shout out to everybody out in Long Island. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that's close to New York and everything else. Appreciate it. Follow us right now on social media at the DJ Jericho Podcast. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next show. Peace. DJ.